that are here for a roll call. For us to have a roll call, Honorable Alexander Paul, Honorable Nathana Bawe,
Present.
Honorable Ralph Wumbe, Honorable Bishop Mane, excuse, Honorable James Goulet, present, Honorable Feka, excuse, and Honorable Warity, excuse. So we have, out of the 7 committee members, we have 3 in person with 3 official excuses. We have Bishop Mane, who asked us that he will not be here today due to his visit with the Speaker in Morocco on an official trip. We also have Honorable Robert Wumbe, who is not also with us due to his visit out of the country. And we also have Honorable Mustafa Warite, who wrote in the chat room at 11 o'clock a.m. and the message reads, "Good morning, esteemed colleagues. Please excuse me for today's meeting as I'm present undergoing medical treatment with the hospital named mentioned." So with that, Honorable Bese is not also here. She said she was not feeling well. So with the 3 excuses plus 3 out of 7 committee members, thereby allowing us to have 6 persons. So with that, we will now proceed to the hearing. Before asking our colleagues, it is important that we give you, the public, and the introduction of this hearing. This hearing is predicated based on plenary mandate to this committee, asking us to probe into a communication sent by one of our colleagues in person of Representative Johnson S.N. Williams of Liberia County, informing this plenary of the conduct of one of our colleagues in person of Honorable Rep Kolubah, which in his mind was unacceptable and doesn't represent a member of the House of Representatives. Against such backdraft, he thought it wise to bring it to the attention of the plenary, and having the plenary receive this communication, it was forwarded to the Committee on Rules, Order, and Administration, and subsequently an invitation was sent to Honorable Rep Kolubah for today's hearing. Before we proceed further, allow me also to make inquiry as to whether the complainant, Honorable Johnson Williams, is here. Honorable Williams, you are here? Yes. Okay. So we are now here seeing Honorable Kolubah. Sergeant, please help us to check the vicinity, including his office, the vicinity of the capital, including of the house, including the offices of Honorable Rep Kolubah, as to whether he's around. Yes, please do that and report back to us as soon as possible. So this hearing will be suspended, awaiting your return. Thank you.
Okay, so just a 5-minute break where the Sergeant Arms will have been instructed to go in the office of Representative Rep Kolubah, search everywhere in the building to see whether Representative Kolubah is around, to let him know that he is supposed to be in a hearing at about this time. You listen to the intro of from the chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Rules, Order, and Administration, James Goulet, citing the letter from his colleague who complained about some issues about his fellow colleague, Representative Rep Kolubah. So we just come in and let us say welcome. It's a pleasure again to have you. We are here at the House of Representatives where the Committee on Rules, Order and Administration is looking into complaint filed against Representative Rep Kolubah on some issue relating to his conduct. And Representative Johnson Williams is the complainant in this matter. He's already seated, but Representative Kolubah is yet to come. So the Sergeant Arms are returning, and they with this told me entering saying he has not seen Representative Kolubah, so the others who are on the other wing of the house will have to return to report as to whether they saw Representative Kolubah or not. But this is a committee hearing involving Representative Johnson Williams of River G and Representative Rep Kolubah. So he's filed a complaint to plenary, and plenary mandated it's a committee on rules, order and administration, chaired by Bond County Representative James Coley, to look into the matter. So the report from this committee will be forwarded to the plenary, and plenary will take a decision on whatever reports from this committee. So the committee has a mandate and time frame when to report to full plenary of the House of Representatives. Probably it might be Tuesday, where the House or the plenary of the House will take a decision on the outcome of this hearing. So the next sitting is on Tuesday, where plenary will meet to discuss issues relevant to the country, and this matter might be on the agenda. So the Sergeant Arms have been ordered to move in and search to ascertain whether Representative Kolubah is around. If not, then the committee will decide what to do next. If he comes, then it will be a full hearing involving the two parties. But he was served a letter stating that he was invited to this hearing because his colleague has filed a complaint against him, Representative Rep Kolubah. So welcome wherever you are. My name is Haji Masale, and certainly we are here at the conference room of the House of Representatives. So right now, the committees are already here. So the committees are already here, and the members, the chair of the Rules, Order and Administration Committee is chaired by Bond County District 2 Representative James Coley, and one of the parties involved is Johnson Williams. He is already seated. So only Representative Yeke Kolubah. Only Representative Yeke Kolubah.
Permission, sir?
Yes, Sergeant.
Yes, sir. We went around, we searched the entire building, went to his office. It is locked. We asked, because yesterday he had a car here. I think he slept on the ground, or this morning they brought it. Say he had some water in the office. They folded the rocks, brought it outside. They left the yard. Only the staff came here, but he was not here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So distinguished, that was a report from the sergeant. That is a report from the sergeant. Having said that, clerk, you have served the invitation to Rep Kolubah. Okay. This is Honorable Williams' communication, and so turn it to her. I don't know which one is which. Then she can inform us from there. Rep Kolubah received an invitation. Okay. So, yes, sir.
Honorable Chairman, Co-Chair, members of the Committee on Rule, Orders, and Administration. Thank you.
Okay. So, with that being said, the communications was served him and received. So, we'll now return to the clerk to do us reading firstly of the complaint that was sent to plenary and the committee communication inviting to today's hearing.
Reading of the complaint. January 29, 2025. Honorable Rachel Nangwekun, Speaker, the Honorable House of Representatives, 55th Legislature, Capitol Building, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Read official complaint against Honorable Yeke Kolubah. Dear Honorable Speaker and Member, I present compliments and herewith right to officially complain Honorable Yeke Kolubah, Representative District 10, Monrovia County, for gross violation of the House's standing rules and procedure. Honorable Speaker and members, I respectfully bring to your attention my observation with deep regret that since the inception of the second session of the 55th Legislature, Honorable Kolubah has constantly and repeatedly engaged into acts inimical to the rules of procedure governing the activities of the House of Representatives. In the instance case and during one of our sittings on the 28th day of January AD 2025, Honorable Kolubah purposely, knowingly and intentionally elected to insult member of the House, disrespect the gavel of the Speaker, and disrupt the session which exposed the House to public disrepute by his denouement that contravenes Section 42.2 of the Standing Rules of Procedure of the House of Representatives. Additionally, Honorable Speaker and fellow colleagues, the District Number 10 Monrovia County Representative publicly referred to members of the House of Representatives as juntas, quote unquote, outside of the chamber of the House, thereby breaching Rule 42.1, which provides that every member of the House of Representatives shall be responsible at all times and places to keep the prestige and dignity of this august body. This act on the part of Honorable Kolubah does not only undermine the integrity of the House, but much more exposes our children to immoral lifestyles of leadership, through the social media, which, if not corrected, could denigrate our country into a culture of violence as a way of life. As a result of the aforementioned, it is my prayer to this august body that an action shall be taken against Honorable Kolubah to serve as deterrence and restore the image of the House. Respectfully submitted, Honorable Johnson S.N. Williams, Representative District Number 3, River County. Honorable Chairman and Honorable Co-Chairman and members of the committee, the reading of the complaint from Honorable Johnson S.W. Williams from River County.
So please follow up with the one from the committee.
The invitation.
Yes, the invitation.
I read the invitation. February 17, 2025. Honorable Rep Kolubah, Representative, Electoral District Number 10, Monrovia County, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Honorable Kolubah, I present compliments and by directive of the House's Committee on Rules, Order, and Administration, invite you to an investigative hearing scheduled for Friday, February 21st, 2025 at 12 noon in the first floor conference room, House Wing. The investigative hearing is prompted by a communication received by the plenary of the House from Honorable Johnson S.N. Williams, Representative Electoral District Number 3, River County, calling on the august body to consider your constant and repeated acts that are inimical to the rules of procedure governing the activities of the House. Please see attached for details. Honorable Kolubah, I am further instructed to entreat you to take every key note of this citation, as doing so will spell the constant uproar that marks proceedings during the session of the Honorable House of Representatives. Best regards, sincerely yours, Leotra N. Seyon, Chief Clerk, House of Representatives. The reading of the complaint in the
Thank
invitation.
you so much. Distinguished police, will the component of the communication be in person of Honorable Johnson S.N. Williams of Liberia, District Number 3. Then our colleague whom this communication was proffered against or complaint filed against in person of Honorable Rep Kolubah, District Number 10, Monrovia County, not being present in this hearing. What is the will and pleasure of the committee?
Just, Honorable President, fellow police, before the going detail, you know that everything we do, the public is very, very sensitive. I'm concerned with the communication. What they did and other thing, when you get packet card to the speaker place, does that happen before
This is a different complaint we are looking into. So you came late. So it's better I will update you, please.
Yeah, coming later, they are comparison and making
Hello,
it
hello.
free.
Honorable, please do not thwart our hearing.
So to answer the question is simple. The complaint was written before it
This was written since it turned out January 2025. But because at the time the committee was now fully constituted, so the committee, the complaint was in committee room, awaiting the full constitution of the committee. Now the committee being fully constituted with 7 members, we are left with no option but to go through the complaint. Thank you. Yeah, Honorable, bow your hand up.
Okay, thank you very much, Secretary. I think you have proceeded well. And Honorable Chair, Co-Chair, fellow police of members of the Committee on Rule, Orders, and Administration, I want to put it into a motion because it's not here. I move, if I can be seconded, that since it's not present in housing, for the committee to for the meeting to be deferred to next Tuesday, if I can continue second.
So second.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded that due to the absence of the accused Honorable Rep Kolubah, District Number 10, Monrovia County, that the hearing into this matter be deferred to next week, Tuesday. With that said, before taking a vote, let me make it clear to the viewers out there that we are doing this in fulfillment of due process.
Brother, finish with the motion before you do your announcement.
So, having said that, and motion being seconded, are we ready to vote?
I'm ready.
What is your readiness?
Honorable Chairman, distinguished members of the committee, I'll be ready to vote. Were we to do the hearing or reschedule the hearing for Wednesday, 11 o'clock, and that the Secretariat right Honorable Kolubah for the second time, giving the opportunity to avail himself to the committee, as we are doing this in fulfillment of the requirement of due process, which is years before condemning. I will be ready to vote if you were to accept this amendment.
Okay.
Movement.
Having listened keenly to our land, brother from Liberia County with more wisdom, eloquent, and want for we the committee to do some research so that people know that we are doing due process to him. I think it would be necessary that we write a formal communication to him. So I so accept.
Thank you. Having heard the awareness and the response to the awareness, are we ready to vote? Those in favor say yea.
Yeah.
Against? Abstain? So the motion is hereby carried that this investigation will continue next week, Wednesday at 11 a.m. And the clerk, the office of the clerk will be is hereby asked to send another communication to Representative Rep Kolubah, District Number 10, Monrovia County, informing him that this hearing was earlier scheduled for today, and the hearing commenced, but due to his absence from the hearing, the committee has thought it wise to extend the hearing to next week, Wednesday, to afford him more opportunity to come and defend himself against the allegations raised in said complaint. Having said that, it is also important that we inform members of the committee and the Honorable House of Representatives and the public in general that what we are doing is in fulfillment of due process. Like you heard the co-chair saying, due process says you should hear before you condemn. So one of us file a complaint against one of us. We think that we have to give the opportunity to all parties, the accuser and the accused, to come and make their case. So to Robert Johnson Williams or Liberia County will say our sincere apology that we cannot proceed with this matter. It is our hope that the time mentioned early for the hearing of this matter, you'll be present to make your case, to convince this committee why you think that we should be convinced that indeed the allegations leveled against Honorable Kolubah in your communication should be accepted or not accepted. And at the same time, we want to give as a public notice to Honorable Kolubah, if he's watching this view, while awaiting his invitation, due to his absence, we have postponed this hearing, and we are going to recommence this hearing on Wednesday at 11 a.m. at the first floor conference room of the House of Representatives, where we are currently seated. We want to say thank you to the media for coming. Thank you to our colleagues, members of the committee, and we also pray and hope those that are excused due to official obligations to be here at set time, so we can all form part of this hearing. Also to the Secretariat, to the Sergeant at Arms, we say thank you for fulfilling your mandate to be here during the course of this hearing. Having said that, it is my pleasure to ask for a motion for a motion for adjournment.
So move.
Thank you. This is a motion that is undebatable.
Thank you.
So next week, Wednesday, 11 o'clock, letter will be sent to Representative Kolubah again to come to the hearing on Wednesday. We don't know what might happen on Wednesday, if he fails to come or if he comes. We cannot tell, but we look up to the report from this hearing, and look up to the plenary decision from the report from this hearing. So it's been a pleasure. My name is Haji. I say thanks so much for watching Spoon TV.